Hey folks, welcome back. I'm Fritz. Today we're doing more Magic. Specifically, we're doing Midweek Magic. This week's Midweek Magic is 60 card deck using only stuff from Neon Dynasty, Capenna, and Dominaria United. So I haven't started building the deck yet, so that's going to be the first thing I do here. And then we'll see what we actually end up playing. I'm going to be honest, usually for events like this, it's not really a format that I'm super duper strong at. I tend to end up doing this first. First thing is just go look at what mythics do I have access to, usually because they're, some of the stronger cards in slot, seeing what I have playsets of, and then just building around them. So there's not a huge amount of anything in here that's jumping out at me just yet. How do I have 4 copies of this? I don't think I've ever played it once. It's such a terrible card. Anyway, so there's no obvious 3-color. Connive might be decent. The only other one is Jin-Gitaxias, just because I like Jin-Gitaxias. Alright, let's go look at our rares instead. We're just going to look for stuff that's a little overstated or a little overvalued that we can build around. March of Otherworldly Light is good. I want to see stuff with 3 or 4 copies. It's the Timmiest card of the Timmyverse, though. Maybe. I don't know. I do like Jin-Gitaxias. Obscure Ascendancy. That's really wonky, but you could build a deck around it. Spirit Tribal. Sagas. Aura Enchantments. That could also work. Tatsunari Toad Rider. Enchantments. Black-White Enchantments. Not a huge pool to work with. Let me go see what else we have for mythic rares, just so. I'm leaning towards black-white auras or black-white enchantments could work. It's not fantastic. It's mostly just saying I can run off power. Oh, but I've got 4 copies of Junji. Can I do hand control Junji? That's an option. Now, the other option, of course, is to just go and build pure red deck wins. You know? Alright, I gotta commit to something. Also, I have 3 copies of this. This card's so bad. I don't dislike fight rigging. I don't dislike. You could also build self-mill. I think of any of these that I'd find personally the most amusing, it's probably gonna be either like blue-black. Let's just start with this. And let's go take a look at what enchantments we have access to. Rafian's Guidance, recast itself, that's kind of good. Hold for Ransom is good for control. What do we have in black, blue, green? Witness Protection for removal. I think I see something. Oh, but I only want collected cards because I'm not crafting anything for this. That's a little expensive. I might come back to that. Tamiyo's Completion. Behold the Unspeakable. This is an enchantment creature. I like that. I like the fact that I can cheat it in with ninjutsu. Let's go see if there's any other tribute to Hirobi. No. I could do 3 colors. That's kind of pushing it in this format, though. Let's do blue-black. So let's do blue-black enchantments. We'll also do some other stuff. We'll see what's valuable and what isn't. Oh, man. Iterative. Turn it to one target, an artifact, flip it, and transform. Let's grab another copy of you. How many shrines are there? Hidden Cruelty and Lost Wisdom. We're mostly through our cards at the moment. I want to see something. Oh, I still have the enchantment selection on. Whenever you cast an artifact, instant, or sorcery. No. Okay, so let's go look at instant sorcery. I want a couple counter spells. I want some more removal. I'll put in like 2 copies of Negate, since it's just such a good card. And March of Swirling Mist I don't really care about. It's not a very good... It's not a very good card. Draw 2 cards, look at the top card of each player's library, protect the negotiators. I might just toss in a bunch of copies of Murder. Drag to the bottom is probably not fantastic here. Let's see what else we got. March of Wretched Sorrow is good, though. Create Kaimi, a legendary. I think I want more creatures. Maybe 1 or 2 more counterspells and then some more creatures. Let's do Make Disappear, actually, because we can sack Kaimi and grab some other stuff. Okay, so then let's just go look for some more cheap creatures. Baelish Initiate is not quite the right color. Hypnotic Grifter. Expendable Lackey and Hypnotic Grifter I like. Artifact creature, but we're not artifacts, we're enchantments. Let's see if we can find some other stuff. Right now our curve's pretty early game, actually. I should probably add a few more bombs. Obscura Initiate? Nah. I want specifically, I want like 1 drops and 2 drops. Preferably ones that also provide like later game value. Oh, enchantment creature, Dockside Chef. Yeah, that actually fits the bill. Let's go with that. And you actually function as a semi-bomb. I'll take that. And then let's just go get some removal. Exile targets. Not a huge amount of removal, is there? Okay, we don't have access to exile target, destroy target. Bone splinters. Why does murder not show up? Oh, because I'm only doing 1 and 2 drops, that's why. So let's... Okay, so let's go exile target. Let's go looking for some better creatures. Control an artifact and enchantment, you may choose both. Exile target creature, a planeswalker. I'll grab Soul Transfer. It's slow, but we'll take it for the moment. And... not a huge amount of other good stuff, huh? Let's go look at what we have for gold and blue-black. Just for bombs. You're good. You're good. You're good. And I'll just do 2 more copies of that. Alright, and then we just need to go fix the land base. Land. Takuma is a replacement. Other car wastes I don't care about. Skybridge Towers. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, 1 second. Raffine's Tower and Xander's Lounge. We're not in red, so I'm kind of hesitant to play those. Man. Not a huge amount of options here. Let's just go with a bunch of copies of Dismal Backwater and Waterfront District. I think that's good. I don't have any other the self-shock lands, so we'll just go with this for the moment. Alright, blue-black enchantment semi-aggro. Let's go. Let's see if this works. Versus Cromulent 88. If I didn't know better, I would swear that's one of my friends trying to snipe me. I'll keep. Am I on the play? I'm not. Takuma, Abandoned Mire, Dockside Chef, pass. We'll swing in for 1. Let's see what their Tune 2 is going to be. This is probably White Weenies. No, Spirited Companion. They probably won't. I don't think they'll chump. And since they're not going to... Draw a free card. Dockside Chef. Turn 3 will be Tatsunari. So they're probably white-green enchantments then, I would assume. Yeah, white-green enchantments. I don't know what to deal with that. I didn't put in any big wipeouts. So far, they're just playing a bunch of stuff that lets them draw up really quickly. Citizen's Arrest. I didn't put in the card that lets me exile other creatures. Do I trade here for Fang? I think I'd do this instead. And we can always sack Blade of Oni to go grab some more stuff. That's annoying. I should have counterspelled that. We'll wait 1 turn, so we'll have Ertai Resurrected. We'll try to bait them into an unfavorable trade and then use Ertai to clean something. Ah, that's not good. Is this a Vigilance? No, we're just going to take 12, so there's no point blocking 2 damage there just to try to protect ourselves for 1 turn. Let's do... I probably could have done Tatsunari and then the Toad and then the other part of it. Okay, so I need more enchantment removal, I think, in this list, most likely. Let's see if they swing with everything. Let's see what they exile. Nope. But I don't have another piece of hard removal for Machanko, so I might just be hosed here regardless. That's going to be a, what, like a 16-16 or something? 8-8. Could be worse. Could be better for me, though. It's pretty bad for me right now. I'm going to go grab another card. Not what I needed. I kind of need an enchantment. Discard a card. Exile target creature or planeswalker, return target creature or planeswalker from your graveyard to your hand. I'll discard you for the moment. Exile target creature or planeswalker. Oh, do I control both? Yes, I do. Let's get rid of this portrait. And let's get back you. No attacks. I might be able to actually turn this. If they keep dead drawing. Right now they have 9 mana. Pretty much anything they're going to cost is going to cost a lot more than that, which means I can only block anything under 4. Let's get rid of Make Disappear. And let's do Satoru instead. That's bad. They can get Cameo Transients back with that. I could sack the frog, but I don't really want to do that for just nothing. Let's just get some more stuff. We'll save Witness Protection. Beginning of each end step, if an enchantment was put into your graveyard... Oh, enchantment was put into your graveyard. Okay, this isn't as bad as I thought. Let's do this. And let's do... And that's game. Hey, we got first win. Hey, what is it going to be? There are very few mythic rares that disappoint me as much as Hostile Hostel. I'm just gonna pretend it doesn't exist. All right, come on, something better. Give me something good. Give me something good. Interesting, or something I don't already have. Already have copies of it. I wish Mech Titan Core was legendary. Then at least you could build a commander deck around it. That'd be kind of fun. All right, let's see who we're gonna face next. For anybody just joining in, I'm doing blue-black enchantments. Is basically my deck. And we have Tatsunari, we have Ertai, we have Clawing Torment. I will keep. I'm also on the play, so we'll do Dismal Backwater turn 1 into anything else. We'll see what they're gonna put out. Is this gonna be a control list? Could be. Looking like a control list. They probably have Make Disappear then. This is probably blue-white control. That's obnoxious. The fact that I don't have any more land means this is going to be really rough, especially if they actually counterspell this. Or just remove it. We'll have to see, though. If they let me keep it out for even one turn, though... Okay. Let's do... that. And turn. I might stick a couple more Clawing Torments onto him. I probably should have done one more. I just held Negate. And we'll just try to chip and see if we can get a win. Tranquil Cove. Permanent gets -1/+1. Can't block. I'm gonna try this. Let's see what happens. Presumably we'll see the removal come out. Or we'll see the concede. The concede also is an option that you can play. I don't even think this is a particularly... Usually it's game 3, though, that takes forever to get a win with. Alright, claim prize. Come on. Good rare. Good rare. Send me good vibes. Give me a good rare. I think I already have that, unfortunately. It's an interesting card. It's just... the coloring on it doesn't feel ideal. Alright. Let's go. Let's see what we can do if we can get the next game. What we can do for game 3. Versus Tough Man. American Man versus Tough Man in the Battle of the Century. We have Dockside Chef. We have Witness Protection. We're not on the play. So I might actually do Dismal Backwater turn 1. Yeah, we'll do Dismal Backwater turn 1 because we got to play it at some point. Black-Red Cast from Exile. Black-Red Artifact. Black-Red Artifact engine using the Oni Forge, I think. Or it could just be Black-Red Artifacts. Let's do you. And let's do you. Oh, man. Part of me is like, I don't like that there's an eyeball in this, but part of me is also like, damn. That looks good. I'd eat that. Target player sacrifices a creature. Interesting. Let's save... Let's save that for next turn. Let's do this instead. Because that warrants them to commit removal to this ninja, I think. Let me just read. I need to double check. How ninjutsu works. Each player discards a card. Oh no, I guess I'll give up Dismal Backwater. Probably should not have done that. Yep, I was right. Oni Cult Anvil. Okay, I need to stop. Whenever one or more artifacts you control leaves the battlefield during your turn. I need to stop the engine. Do I have a way to stop the engine? Well, there's the commit to the removal, but that also... Target creature loses all abilities in green-white citizen. I should have done combat then the lands play. I don't have a good way to remove Oni Cult Anvil, so I can't really stop the rest of this, but let's just get rid of their Planeswalker. 1, 2... I don't have any other instants or sorceries. Let's just do 3 so we get the maximum amount of life. Alright, 2. Submit 0. And we'll trade. We'll trade Planeswalkers. I'm not too worried about giving up Kaito. They're in a much better position, I think, to get more cards. Oh, and they got 2 Onis. So now they can just engine their way out of this. But they don't gain life. And they haven't shown a massive amount of other stuff, so... They've burned most of their experimental synthesizers. And, like, it is just an engine deck. So, let's remove your engine pieces. Let me read this real quick. Sacrifice an artifact. Yeah, I think this is the right call. It's going to look weird, but... Now they can't use Dockside Chef as a engine starting tool to refill their hand anymore. May as well attack. Because I think this is now just... Oh, of course. Target player sacks a creature, huh? Each player discards a card? Alright. I feel like they should have kept the Unlucky Witness out, but... That's just me. Alright. No reason leaving cards in hand. It looks like they've got a lot of removal, so we're going to go with option 2 here. And there's win 3. That was... How long was that? 28 minutes? From start to finish? That was one of the cleanest... Like, 15 minutes to build the deck, and then 5 minutes for each of those games to just clean people out. Bronze Plate Boar. I actually didn't have a copy of this before. I'm actually more excited about this than anything else. What does this do? 3-2 and trample on a reconfigure. Honestly, that's pretty cool. The reconfigure cost is way too high, though. Probably because it's in red. Oh, well. Alright, let's claim our random mystery cosmetic. See what we get. I don't even own this card. Oh man. Let me give me 1 second. I want to do one thing real quick. I want to put this deck list in the edit. Gonna post this into 1, 2, 3, 4. Save. That way anybody who wants to can just steal the deck list out. And I'm also going to put it in the comments real quick. Oh, that's much bigger than the allowable max number of characters. Just going to pin this real quick. There we go. Do I want to do more games, or do I just want to call it for today? So if anybody's watching, just let me know in chat. If you want me to keep playing, or if you're like, you know, I've seen enough, I'm satisfied. I'm just going to give it, like... Can I do a poll, actually? Maybe I should see if I can do that. I'm not even sure if anybody is still watching, but I will ask the question. Oh, there we go. So I'll just give it... I'll play one more quick game with this while we wait. I guess the default, even if nobody votes, is yes, keep streaming. I don't know, I got more... I think this is one of those things where I've just got to accept that I'm not going to be, excuse me, inherently, like, fascinating for everybody, and even having people just stop by the stream, even if it's just for 30, 40 seconds, that's technically an improvement, you know? Even if I'm streaming and nobody's watching. We've gotten to the point where, hey, at least people are looking at the thumbnail and clicking the thumbnail. Ooh, combat research. What does that do? Oh, that's bad. Here's a question. How does that interact with witness protection? Does remove it. Cool. Let's do another Dockside Chef. If nobody's watching, then for sure I'm just going to make this the last game. For anybody wondering why I'm like, oh, today... Usually I set myself a time limit and I go, okay, I'll stream for an hour or I'll stream for some X amount of time. But return another non-land permanent suits owner's hand. Probably one of the... Or it could just been witness protection. I need more land. Thank you. I'm surprised they're willing to trade so quickly. A lot of combat research. It's a good card. Probably they'll play more copies of it on Teferi Vandal. No, is this just a flyers list? I think this is just the flyers list. Let's pull out Tatsunari and start our engine. I don't have clawing anything, so I can't do that. I'll give it 3 more minutes. If nobody votes in the poll in 3 minutes, then I'm going to call that a I've seen enough, I'm satisfied for the day. Let's do this first. Draw 2 cards, discard a card. I can't really use you as well as I would like to right now. Looks like it's just going to be a face brawl till the end. We'll see. If anybody votes in the poll, then I'll keep the stream going after this one. But if there's no votes in the poll, good enough for me. I'll call it a day. I already got my 3 wins. More combat research. I think that's 3 copies we've dealt with so far. So they probably have a couple more, and I would not be surprised if they have a extra... If they have some counter spells. I think I can actually win the chase. We'll have to see. I think I can win the chase to lethal. Let's just do that. Make you lose into that. Yeah. We'll hold this open. You've seen enough? You're satisfied? Well, thanks for the honest feedback. All right, I'm gonna give it one more minute, then I will close the poll. Oh man. Return target non-land permanent. Probably going to go get back. Yeah, toss witness protection. Though, frankly, I feel like you could get the same out of just returning the combat research and then punching me in the face. Well, I appreciate your interaction, dear audience member. Alright. I'm going to be taking 6. Witness protection, I've got 2 copies of. That's still only 6 damage. They got a lot of cards, though. And these will go up to much higher. But I can double witness protection and chump the base, I think. I only need to live one more turn. Yeah. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7. I see 7 on the field right now. I am going to do this. Do I witness protection something else just to kill its stats? I don't think it counts as tier 0 god tier. I think it's... let's see. So I'm surprised they didn't keep that for next turn. We'll see, though. I think I can still win this. 1, 2... Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I can't. Okay, I threw. Can I do anything tricky and Weasley out of this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's lethal. Good game. Alright, let's pass this last turn. Man. So if only I'd played Witness Protection, it actually would have made a difference. It would have made the 1 life difference. That's a bummer. Also, concurrent viewers is so weird on YouTube. I have no idea how it functions. All right, I'm going to end this poll. I appreciate all 1 of you voting. But yeah, so the deck list is in the deck list for anybody who wants to steal it is in the description. I think if you have the extra cards to slot stuff in and make it better, what would I add? Let me go see. There's probably... Phasing of Bizarre Fear could probably help, just because it's going to give you some extra tempo and it's already in your archetype. Or you could also probably run more copies of Soul Transfer. It's probably better removal than some of the other stuff in here. I could probably take out Satoru Umezawa and just replace him with something that's a little bit more useful overall, I think. What other changes would I make? Let's just look at the stuff I don't have. Honestly, there's probably a fair amount of little things you could do to tweak this. The thing is, the way I build these decks when they're the weird formats, mostly for Midweek Magic, is I just go look at like where I have a bunch of power or a bunch of not even power, right? Like you can have a single copy of a really good card, and that's not enough to actually make a good deck, right? It's better to go for something that has a fair amount of consistency. So it wouldn't just be Tatsunari, right? Let's say you don't have Tatsunari. Let's just go look at rares and mythics. Let's say you had 4 copies of Guardian of New Bellania, right? You could probably do something with that. 4 copies of something like Valiant Veteran. Any of the cheap Like any 1, 2, 3 drops in rare that are just kind of good. Ledger Shredder would probably work. Anyone else? What you want is something that's just well-aligned stat-wise that you can consistently play. In my case, that's Tatsunari, just because I have 4 copies of him, so it's more likely that you can actually get him out. And then the rest of the stuff is just draw and support for that. But for example, Satoru Umezawa didn't really do anything, could probably have just been cut and replaced. I think that's pretty much it. And of course, you can always try something much weirder, right? Like, I went with the strategy to just try to, like, get the wins as quickly as I possibly could. And it's possible that the real quick win strategy is just build red deck wins every single time. But yeah, I think I'm going to call it for today, even though this is kind of a short stream. Well, it's 40 minutes. It's not that short. So yeah. Belania or Belania? Gametrodon decides. Listen, I can't pronounce these made-up names, alright? Melania. I am Melania, Blade of Belania. I am Michaela, Blade of Melania. That's still not right either. In either case, anybody who stopped by, thanks for watching. Hope that when you try to do the Midweek Magic, it goes smoothly. You can just get your wins in for it. If it's not something you'd normally play, I'd point out that you get free rare cards. So, I'm not saying you're obligated to play it now, but you might as well be. That's all I really got for today. Thanks to anybody who watched. I'm going to go download and play some demos from Steam Next Fest now. So, until next time, take care, and I'll see you then.